Auto workers caught on camera drinking beer, smoking what appears to be marijuana, and then heading back to work.
It's a story that is blowing up on the web and has Metro Detroit buzzing. Our own Rob Walchek was the one who caught those workers. He joins us now with a special busted on the job investigation. Rob.
Sharon Huell, the success of the auto industry is important for everyone here in Metro Detroit. Quite frankly, it is our economy. We're all pulling for the big three. But these guys are blowing it for all of us.
Oh yeah, there ain't no party like a Detroit party. And the party in this park is off the hook. Drinking, smoking, getting a quick buzz. Because this party sure ain't an all-nighter. In fact, it's not even noon yet.
Don't need nothing but a good time.
Hey guys, hate to be a buzzkill, but shouldn't you guys be building cars?
For nothing but a good time, and it don't get better than this.
This is Chrysler's Jefferson North Assembly Plant. More than 3 million square feet of factory. 2,833 well-paid union auto workers pass through these gates. Inside, they build one of the crown jewels of the Chrysler line, the 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Less than 2 months ago, President Barack Obama himself stood on the floor of the Jefferson North plant and spoke to a cheering crowd of workers. Who wouldn't applaud the man who signed off on more than $6 billion of government money to save their jobs?
And I want all of you to know I will bet on the American worker any day of the week. And I have confidence in the American worker. I have confidence in you. I have confidence in this economy.
Yep, this place is still here because of our tax money. A giant bailout. Man, you'd think if the President of the United States stopped by your work to give you a pep talk, you'd be inspired to do more, to be more, to build more, to drink more.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
We got a tip that some Chrysler workers were using their lunch break to catch a buzz. So we started following them just 5 days after President Obama's visit and caught them day after day hitting up the party store, then hitting the public park to pound beers. Oh, and did I mention a little smoking?
The day shift at Jefferson North starts at 6 a.m. At 11, there's a half-hour lunch break. The partiers have just enough time to head up to the liquor store, drive about a mile to the park, consume for 10 minutes, and get back to the plant in time to work the last 3 hours of their shifts.
Tuesday, September 14th, 10:57 a.m. Here comes our crew out for break. Now at the party store, 11:07, hitting the coolers for some liquid refreshment. These guys are team players. Check out this handoff. He takes that quart of beer and adds a king can as he waits in the checkout line. This guy's got his hands full too. Looks like he was buying one for his buddy in the minivan. It's 11:09 and the party started. These dudes joined the bash at 11:11. A minute later, here comes the Big Brew crew. These guys never missed a day we were watching. Last but not least, these guys show up at 11:15. They brought their A game. This dude takes a hit, takes a swig, another drag, then slugs on a mini bottle.
Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way.
The party breaks up at 11:22, and by 11:25, everybody's back at the factory, on time. Wouldn't want to be written up for being late. And remember, we saw this day after day after day. In fact, every day we went to the park during lunch, people were there partying. Finally, last Friday, we'd seen enough.
Hey guys, hate to be a buzzkill, but shouldn't you guys be building cars? Don't you guys work out at the Chrysler factory? You know, the government spent a lot of money bailing you guys out, and you coming out here on your lunch break drinking like this? Where are you guys going, man? You gonna go build some cars now after you had a few beers? Now, some of those guys were actually laughing when I confronted them. Maybe they don't think this is serious, but I do, and so do the people at Chrysler. Several high-ranking Chrysler representatives came to Fox 2 to view some of our video and actually thanked us. Scott Garberdine is Senior Vice President of Manufacturing.
I'm here today because I'm very, very disturbed about what we just saw on the video. And I want to make it clear that we at Chrysler take this very seriously. For us, this behavior is totally unacceptable and will be dealt with swiftly. In fact, we've already identified a few of the people involved in this incident. Each of them has been suspended indefinitely without pay in pending further investigation. And we'll continue to pursue this, in fact, until we're done. What's difficult about this is these few people who exhibited bad behavior have painted a bad picture of what's an outstanding assembly plant filled with outstanding and committed Chrysler employees at Jefferson North. And I want to make it clear we're very proud of our plant and we're very proud of our people at Jefferson North. And lastly, I want to say that we do, when we build a vehicle, go to a lot of detail to make sure that even a few people in a situation like this, in fact, can't affect the quality of a vehicle. We have detailed systems in place to make sure that every operation, in fact, is completed, and we do multiple redundant testing to ensure the quality of each of the vehicles that we make.
Now, I know that the vast majority of auto workers are dedicated, hard-working people, and I know the behavior of the individuals in this story is not acceptable to the people in that plant or any other factory. The tip I got was actually from people who work at the plant, and it was dead on. We went to that park on 10 different days during the lunch break, and we were 10 for 10. Without fail, there was always someone there at the park during their lunch break, drinking or smoking in plain view in a public park. I thank those who gave us the tip for your courage and for doing the right thing.
Rob, some auto workers have been calling me saying, well, look, they may have been drinking, but they were doing this on their lunch break on their own time.
It's just not acceptable anymore. And the thing is, they go back for 3 more hours. There's 3 more hours on that shift. So they're down there slugging down those beers, big beers. We're talking at least a quart of beer. Some of the times we saw the people drinking 2 of them. Right, so you're drinking a lot of beer and you're going back to make a car for 3 hours. Just not acceptable.
Not to mention a safety hazard for your coworkers as well.
Right, exactly. You want somebody driving a forklift next to you that's just drank a quart of beer? I don't think so.
All right, Rob, thank you.
Thank you. Now, of course, no one from the UAW would talk to us on camera about this story, but the union did issue this response, a written statement. The UAW strongly opposes the use of controlled substances or alcohol use on the job. This type of behavior jeopardizes the health and safety of all employees. We also recognize that, unfortunately, these behaviors exist in our society. The UAW and the Chrysler Corporation work together to keep our workplaces drug and alcohol free and to encourage employees with substance abuse problems to get the treatment they need. The employees involved in this situation do not represent the vast majority of workers at Chrysler, who do a great job making high-quality vehicles in some of the most productive manufacturing facilities in the United States.
Well, viewers have been sounding off on Facebook and MyFoxDetroit.com ever since the promo for the story started running. Here's a sampling. Chainsaw writes, "This isn't a new problem. It's been going on forever. The unions, workers, management have had ample opportunity to correct it. Now it's my tax dollars and I want it to stop." Another viewer writes, "This is not news to most of the people who work in the auto industry. No one had the guts to speak up due to fear of retaliation. Fix these messes that are out there and the public image of the area will improve." And Stosh writes, "Why kick Chrysler when they're already hurting? I bet that some of the bars in Southfield can point out a few TV2 workers that have been out for lunch."